Hello and welcome to this episode of In Review. We've got an early one out, James. I'm here with James.
Whoa, I'm here. As always, as I always am, consistently when there's more than one person.
You're right. You're right. Is this the first early review we've got out?
I think so. I don't know. I can't bother to go through it and check.
So yeah, we saw Secret Arts of Pets 2 today.
I reckon podcast-wise it is.
Right. Yeah. Maybe written
reviews.
Yeah. Like Mum and Dad and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's back in old Insider Network.
Mary Magdalene.
Mary Magdalene.
Yeah.
Brawl and Cell Block 99.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's been
That
a
was
few.
the first, yeah.
But that was some OG Insider Network. This is the new Insider Network.
Yeah.
So
new word.
So as you can see, I'll just gloss over that. As you can see from the title, this is The Secret Life of Pets 2, which we saw today. Full disclosure, I've not seen the first one.
I have.
But obviously, the first thing to address, they replaced the lead cast
That wasn't
member.
where I thought that I was gonna go.
Oh no, we'll get to that. We'll get to the main event
Yeah.
at some point. Yeah. So who was Louis C.K.? Dog.
I think it was Max. Yeah, you can check it up while I talk about the first one because
So I hadn't seen it, so I didn't really know
I
specifically what the format was like.
Yeah, it's a similar sort of format-wise, storytelling-wise, and then this one they have multiple stories going on with different pets at the same time, and they kind of use that over the marketing as well. I remember the first trailer for this one, it was like looking at Max's story, who's the main dog, and then another one looking at Gidget's story, and just like introducing all those again. But the first one did really well at the box office, which was why it's no surprise, and Illumination were crushing and seemed to make money
It's their
as much as everyone.
It's their 10th film now.
The Illumination, wow.
Yeah.
Those minions, means they can make anything.
I mean, they're banking at the moment.
But the first one, I didn't love it. I said to you earlier, I don't know whether it's because I didn't grow up having a dog or a cat, so a lot of the jokes kind of, I get it as why it would be funny.
Well, from what I saw from this, it's very much like, that is what cats do.
That's what
like,
cats do.
That is, that's so dogs.
Yeah.
That's so dogs.
Exactly. And I don't know, it's more of the same in this sequel. So if you enjoy that first one, then you will enjoy the second one. I actually preferred this one, the second one, I think.
Right.
Maybe it's because of Harrison Ford.
His first animated film?
His first animated film, which is crazy, but it also makes sense given that his character is also Harrison Ford.
I mean, it just makes sense to me that Harrison Ford would love, like, turning up to a booth, doesn't have to sort himself out.
You're right.
A couple of days work, easy money, in and out. I wonder if this will not be his last animated film. I wonder if he's found his new forte. Yeah. But I very much enjoyed this film, actually. It surprised me. I didn't know the format. I didn't know it was going to be like this kind of almost like little vignettes that kind of tie together. I can't help but think without giving too much away here, that there's sort of a moment in it where you think like, okay, this is what the film's going to turn into now. This is the adventure that we're going to have.
Yeah.
It kind of wasn't that. It was just like that was just like a scene rather than the film. And it kind of disappointed me a little bit. But yeah, for the most part, I had a little bit of fun with it. Harrison Ford is actually really good in this.
Yeah,
I really. But like,
I love Harrison Ford.
Almost to he's having a laugh with it.
Yeah, it does seem like that.
Yeah.
I think, I don't know, if I was to point out a hindrance for it, the format didn't work specifically well for me this time as much as it did in the first one.
Okay.
The vignettes, I don't know, I think you get a lot of Max is the main one. You do get more of him than the other ones.
Sure.
But I would happily have watched a whole film of Max's story.
Yeah, 100%. And that's kind of what I'm talking about. There's a real adventure in there to be had with him.
I'm with you now. I wasn't with you, and now I am.
There's an adventure to be had with Max, the main character, and Harrison Ford's character.
Yeah.
And he kind of, like I said, they do it in a scene, and it could have been the whole film.
Yeah.
But the story that they're trying to convey, the arc and the character stuff, they do get it across in the time.
And you always have to remember that with, not necessarily just animated film, but these sort of films are geared towards children, so they are going to be a little bit more simple, and they've got short attention spans. So, our co-host Steve, as he's not here. But maybe that's why the short film, like vignette sort of thing, works for that. So they can jump between the action bit to the action bit to the slower bit in the middle.
The actual animation itself was really good. I think
animation is great. Just animation in general nowadays has like gotten to a point where I just look at it every single time and go, wow, that looks incredible. And
they changed the styles up in there for some gags, which like worked.
Yeah, that was cool. I like that.
That's really interesting. Yeah. You know, it's going to be a pretty positive score from me all around. Where do you think you're at?
Out of 5?
Yeah.
I'd go 3 out of 5.
I'm at 3 out of 5 as well, which is, positive. It's good. It's a good solid score. I think what helped us as well is we saw it, in a crowd of families, and the family seemed to really respond to it. I think it got laughs where it should have got laughs. There was some like cheers and stuff. It was quite nice. So I think your kids are gonna love this one.
Yeah, it's definitely a family film. It's a children's sort of film, which like when you look at something like an Avengers or something, which technically is that sort of family film, you're not going to take a 5-year-old to that.
No.
They're not going to enjoy seeing Spider-Man die. Spoiler alert for Infinity War. I chose not to go for something Endgame. But then, I don't know, I've lost my train of thought now.
I mean, the real lesson that I learned today.
The main lesson and the biggest and most important thing that we could ever have learned. So before this screening, they had a host doing some games, giving away
some prizes of the film to some of the kids in the audience.
And they did. It started off as chaos. They chose one kid. They were playing musical statues. He chose one kid to point out who was doing it. He wanted 10. There were about 30 children,
something like that. Yeah.
And
more kept coming.
And it was amazing to watch. But there was this one kid, the real MVP of my day, who has changed my life.
Yeah.
And I've never thought of it, but he just stood still for the whole of musical statues.
If you've never played musical statues in your life, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But basically the rules of the game are simple. You dance to the music. When the music stops, you stop. If you're caught still dancing after the music stops, you're out. It's as simple as that. Elimination. And then last man standing wins a prize. Very simple setup, very simple premise. 30 kids are dancing. It's one kid. It's one kid in a sea of kids.
Death stare.
Dead still. He's a statue the whole time, you guys.
The entire time.
So as soon as music cuts, he's already frozen.
It was a decent, I'd say, 15 minutes of musical statues because there were so many kids.
There's so many kids. And the thing is, they keep eliminating kids, and then more kids would join.
They would just walk into the screen and go, "Oh, they're playing a game. I'm going to join in."
But the real funny part of the game, at the end, they got to there's probably about 15 kids left, and the guy just hopeless at this point.
Yeah.
There's running out of time. They need to start the film. He goes, you know what? All you kids get prizes. Everyone who's left gets a prize. This kid walks away. He didn't even want a prize.
They did like this weird, like the host wanted to show off these two people dancing. They did that, and then I saw this guy, the statue guy.
Yeah.
He did a little dance. And then the host said everyone gets a prize. He just walked off.
He walked away. He did not care about prize. He just cared about the sport.
He cared about the game. So I think he's like really the Michael Phelps of musical statues. I don't know. He's just the best. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT of musical statues. He's changed my life. I've never thought of standing still during musical statues.
It never crossed my mind. And all the kids around him were like telling him, like, no, like, dance. What are you doing? Wait, dancing.
Yeah.
Didn't flinch.
Did
not move a muscle.
There were children flossing, and like he wasn't having it. He didn't want to succumb to the Fortnite.
But that's the thing. And afterwards, he proved he could dance.
He could, yeah, exactly.
So he could dance. Chose not to. Didn't even want a prize.
And it's changed because that doesn't work if you're playing musical chairs. You'd probably get told off for sitting down.
What's your score for the kid? It's 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5.
Yeah, 100%.
That kid is going places.
Bravo. So that concludes our review of The Secret Lives of Pets 2 and the Musical Statues pre-show. Hope you enjoyed our review. Let us know what your thoughts of the film were below. Feel free to share the video around. You can send us tweets. James is at Floodgate28. I'm at Mr. TT Green. We're on Instagram. We're on Twitter. We're on Facebook. You can just find us by searching for us. Insider Network. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.